Tusimame sote tafadhali kumpokea mgeni wetu rasmi. Tusimame kwa heshima tafadhali. Aweze kuikagua gwaride hii. Basi ameshakubali kukagua gwaride hii. Rais ameshakamilisha kukagua gwaride hii. Mkuu wa gwaride hivi sasa anaomba ruhusa hiyo ya kuweza kuendelea na gwaride. Amepewa ruhusa hiyo. Hivyo basi mgeni wetu rasmi sasa anaelekezwa kwenye jukwaa maalum akisindikizwa pale na mkurugenzi PSRA Bwana Fazul Mohamed. Karibu sana mgeni wetu rasmi. Unaweza kuketi afande, tafadhali. Asanteni kwa heshima. Unaweza kuketi. Gwaride hii hivi sasa itapita mbele ya jukwaa la mgeni rasmi. Alafu baadaye watarudi tena ndani ya uwanja na kuweza kuja hatua 14 mbele. Hiyo ni 4 kwa sasa, kiongozwa na Bwana Tofali na Bwile.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Ministry of National Administration, the Director General, Private Security Regulatory Authority, the Regional Commissioner, the Chairman of Maseno University Council, the Chairperson Lake Victoria South Water Development Agency, the Director and Chairman of Sony Sugar, the Chairman and Managing Director of the Lake Basin Development Authority, all board members and directors present, all government officials and security heads present, good morning. We are gathered here to witness the grand official opening of the first in the Kenyan history of a security training institute that will offer a world-class training to our security officers in the larger Nyanza and Western region.
Stakeholders, we are happy that the authority is working to see that the private security industry is regulated by ensuring all private security firms are registered and acquired compliance registration certificates. We encourage this move as it ensures all security firms operate on a level playing ground.
Today, I'm very proud to be part and parcel of this private security, exercise, and I'm told by the DG, Bwana Fazul, who is known for a long time, that this is one of the various training centers that have been opened in the country. Private security is the keystone of security here in Kisumu. And it must be the basis and the foundation of all security. The only problem we have, Bwana PS, is our security guard. Tunaita our askari, tunaita our nini. The poor guys, they have got nothing. Some of them wanatembea na rungu, they have not eaten, their salary is very low, there are no security, there is no insurance. Kuna kitu chochote. Hao maskini wanasimama on the front line, and they are there between the violence and themselves. Bwana PS, in the 11th Parliament, we proposed this bill, and it went through with some amendments. in 2016, we had also proposed at that time that our security guards, not all of them, some very selected professionals, be given access to firearms. I know this issue of firearms has been very emotive, but I think when I PS, there is what is called good holders of firearm, and there are those called bad holders of firearms. So when I PS, I think what we need to do, if you go to Uganda, you go to the other places, you can see that this is happening. And I've spoken to the CEO. I'm going to forward an amendment in the parliament to have this thing sorted out. Bona PS. The other thing I would like to plead with you is that our security personnel, meaning led by our regional commissioner and the regional commander of police, we have good faith, we have great faith in them. They are professionals, Bona PS. They are professionals. And I know that there has been a lot of discussion about one or two things, but you know, a hand is not all the same. There may be one case or two cases, but I think what we need to do, if we do not respect our police, if we do not respect our security system, and then when you need them, you go running to them, they're human beings, Bona PS. You must treat them with respect if you want respect.
I'm very delighted to be part of this occasion because private security play a very key role. And I'm happy also to note that we now have schools coming up to train our security firms so that we have professionalism. I'm happy to note that today they have also been able to publicly confess that they are going to be professional in what they do. And this is just a beginning, and I believe moving forward, we will be able to work together with them to improve the security of our country. And with those few remarks, sir, I wish to take this opportunity now to invite the CEO, Pierre Sarre, to address us and invite you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All protocols observed, Bona PS, RC, Chairman of Parastatals, our host, Mheshimiwa. Today I'm delighted to be here and to welcome my peers to oversee the graduation of over 450 private security officers. And you know, one thing that actually the government is committed is to enable the cooperation between the private security industry and the national security infrastructure. We are going to add in excess of 1 million pair of boots into the national security infrastructure. And these are people who have undergone training, they have been security vetted and cleared, and for sure, this is a new product now. The product that was lowly paid, the product that did not have the welfare taken care of, it's a completely different product. Now, of the 1 million private security officers, each one of them will have a unique identification number that we call it the guard force number. That is very personal to the guard. And we expect by the time they have been trained, vetted, and they have graduated, and the government has issued them with a guard force number, we will not be talking about the concept of the minimum wage. Now we'll be talking about living wage. Simunipige makofi. Invite you to address the people here.
Ewe ndugu yangu we, amka kumekucha, kamata jembe na panga, twende shamba. Hata wewe mwanangu, amka kumekucha, kwani hizi ndizo saa za kwenda shule.
Thank you, CEO. We can all be seated. Now, the regional commissioner, Nyanza region, the three chairs of parastatals, Maseno University, Lake Victoria South Waterworks Services, Lake Basin Development Authority, the various directors representing different government parastatals, the proprietors of the security, private security firms, led by Bwana Tobias, the entire national government administration infrastructure, the regional security team, the county security team, members of public, and our distinguished guests today, who are the security officers. Good afternoon. Good afternoon once again. First, I want to appreciate the leadership of the Private Security Regulatory Authority, led by Bwana Fazul, and the players in the private security sector. It's not every other day that you get to see all the important officers who look after us at the very basic level gathered here, and not just to ensure that everything to do with security is properly in place, but to have a number of you graduate having undergone a training based on a curriculum that has been developed by yourselves, of course, in conjunction with the government. It is a new level that we are taking the private security matters to. And the other thing is to just appreciate the fact that we are all here to witness this important occasion. It's another huge step forward in our reform agenda for the private security sector, which remains a critical cog in the larger national security framework. As you are all aware, this journey took a significant turn a few weeks ago when we launched a standardized training curriculum for our private security guards. The enhancement of regulations and standards within this sector not only ensures the safety and well-being of our citizens, but also contributes significantly to the overall stability and resilience of our nation. Today, we are making another statement on the accountability front by introducing the mandatory registration of private security guards. And I want us to mark that mandatory registration of private security guards. This essential step will not only foster a higher level of professionalism within the industry, but also provide a structured framework for monitoring and regulating their activities while on duty. And we all witnessed, as you swore, the oath that was read to you by the leadership of the ACK Church. Ladies and gentlemen, we recognize that private security guards can be cogent partners for maintenance of law and order. That is why we have come out strongly to prescribe this move to better track, evaluate, and elevate the quality of their services within our communities. We have initiated the process of issuing security force numbers to private security officers who have successfully completed training in accordance with the private security training curriculum. This number serves as a distinctive identifier designed to streamline the recognition of private security officers by the general public, and also to facilitate the government's ability to monitor and manage licensed private security personnel effectively. So that going forward, even for the public, it becomes very clear to identify who a private security guard is, just like we do with our police officers. However, ladies and gentlemen, this alone is not sufficient to drive the desired outcomes and transformation within this industry. We must delve deeper into the core issues to truly bring about meaningful change. Yet again, this is why we are keen on ensuring an appropriate training environment that will guarantee that our private security officers receive the necessary skills, knowledge, and ethical understanding required to navigate even the most complex situations. Today, we have endorsed C&M Private Security Training Institute in Kisumu as the first accredited private security training institution in the region. It not only meets the growing demand for well-trained professionals, but also raises the bar by ensuring that the highest level of professionalism, competence, and integrity in the private security sector. We expect private security training institutions to meet the national training standards and international best practices in order to generate skilled labor, not just for the Kenyan market, but also for the global market. And as the administration of the Honorable William Ruto is keen on addressing the challenges around unemployment and underemployment. And this private security sector is going to provide the necessary human resources that is needed to address the challenge on unemployment. And what we expect after we've undergone all this training is that we will not only be addressing the local demands, but we'll also be able to address the international demands and the market that exists. On behalf of the government, I want to appeal to local and international partners to join us so that we actively engage in this initiative and contribute towards its success. We invite willing investors to come on board through the establishment of modern training facilities which can help us truly fortify the foundation of our private security sector and bolster its capabilities. Ladies and gentlemen, we have already seen the potential that lies in this sector. The industry currently employs close to 1 million Kenyans and has a recorded annual revenue of 100 billion Kenya shillings. And this just highlights how critical a driver the sector is for our economy in terms of job creation and also contribution to the GDP growth. However, citizens, entities, businesses, and even organizations in the country need to be human enough to safeguard the private security guard welfare, particularly in terms of their remuneration and working conditions. Fair compensation will not only demonstrate our collective respect for their dedication, but also foster a motivated and committed security personnel. And working with the Private Security Regulatory Authority, we will want to ensure that the welfare of our officers are properly taken care of. As I come to the end of my remarks, let me commend the Private Security Regulatory Authority for recognizing the value of reaching out to the grassroots to create a stronger and safer society. The PSRA office in the region, which we are opening, marks a significant step towards enhancing accessibility and efficiency. We have other regional offices, meaning that we are taking services outside Nairobi. We have an office that is being opened here today. We have an office in Eldoret. There's an office in Mombasa, as well as in the northeastern region. The authority continues to demonstrate its commitment to fostering a closer connection with local communities and its stakeholders, so that it addresses the concerns that we have in every part of this country. Lastly, to C&M, congratulations. You've done a great job. And I can see you are following in the footsteps of our colleagues in Eldoret. So you are the second. And we are looking forward to having many more. And being pioneers, you have your work cut out because they will be looking up to you. And if you mess things up, it means we mess all these officers who are here. Later on, we'll be also formally commissioning your training institute.